The US dollar is moving to the downside with the euro leading the way. It's up near 0.9% in trading this morning. The dollar yen is down minus 0.6%, lower dollar, and the pound versus US dollar is higher by 0.28% again a lower dollar. I'll go through the technicals that are driving these currency pairs as they break. At least the euro breaks to new highs in this video, so let's get started. Looking at the daily chart of the euro versus US dollar, we broke above the high price from April at 1.15726. Getting above that level, it gives the buyers even more control. The highest level going all the way back to this point right here, that level, all the highs that were back here in November of 2021. The next target that I see on the top side is up here between the 1.16, looks like 83 up to 1.16916 level. That level is defined by these lows right through here, which stalled the fall in here before breaking to the downside and then coming back up to test this old low right here and moving to the downside right here. So this area right through here is the next key target on the upside for the euro versus US dollar. Take a look at the hourly chart. You can see that all this started yesterday when the price bottomed against the 200-hour moving average. Recall from prior videos this week that I looked at the support right here and here from last week's trading against that level. In trading just 2 days ago, the price came down to that 200-hour moving average, found support buyers, but then found resistant sellers against the 100-hour moving average. When it broke through the 200-hour moving average, we did see increased momentum to the downside. But getting rid of those hours, you can see that the low price that we fell to was equal to the low price right here, and that gave the buyers the go-ahead to push to the upside and move back above the 200-hour moving average, and then retested it in trading yesterday. Not once, but twice, the buyers came in against that level, and that started this rotation to the upside from a technical perspective. There is just overall dollar selling. There was some comments from ECB Schnabel that the easing might be over. The ECB has cut rates a lot, and while the U.S. rates remain the same. So that cycle may be over, especially if the U.S. starts to slow from an economic growth standpoint. We will see. But the euro versus US dollar is certainly breaking to the upside. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen. If we look at this from the hourly perspective, we're not making new session lows for this currency pair, but we are moving away from the cluster of moving averages that have been in between the ranges, including breaking below the 100-hour moving average, breaking below the 200-hour moving 200-bar moving average in the 4-hour chart. Note here that in trading here today, the price high came up against that level after yesterday. We found support against the level, so we broke below it, came back up to it to test it, and then moved to the downside. That was the go-ahead to push to the downside. It got a little messy down here with the 100 and 200-hour moving average and the 100-bar moving average on the 4-hour chart, but the sellers have prevailed, and the price has since moved down below a swing area down here. I'm going to put it on the 4-hour chart to get a better view of that area down at that. In this area right through here, it goes back to these different swing highs and swing lows, going back through here, through this level right here. So getting below that level, 143.57, opens the door for potential for further selling in this pair. We're basically back into the lower extreme here after correcting to the upside. I'll put a Fibonacci retracement from this high out here. That's the 2025 high to the low price that we saw in 2025, and the price corrected above the 38.2% retracement, but fell short of the 50% retracement level, and also the 200-day moving average before starting its rotation to the downside. The second move to the upside did run up to the 61.8% retracement of this move to the downside, and then in trading yesterday, the price high came up to the 50% retracement level and found willing sellers against that level. So that was also a negative bias for the dollar versus yen. Finally, let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar, and we'll focus on the hourly chart. And like the euro versus US dollar, we're trying to make a break, but not above the old highs for the year, but above this swing area right through here, where it had a number of different swing highs coming in play. You can see all the different times that the price came into this area, including today where the market came up to that level and then rotated quickly to the downside. Had some economic data that helped push the price lower there, but then Then after breaking below the 100 and 200 hour moving average, we're seeing a snapback rally to the upside. So it's getting a lead start to the upside, but we are trying to make a break above this swing area here between 1.3980 and 1.39919. If we can get and stay above that level, then the high price from just last week at 1.3616 is in sight for the pair. If I go to the weekly chart, I have to go to the weekly chart because the last time the price traded this high was back in February of 2022. And the next target comes in against 136.445, and then we start to look toward the 50% retracement of the range since the, well, that's 2014 high to the low price that we saw in 2022. That level comes in at 1.37683. So there you have it, a look at three of the major currency pairs to kickstart your day. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune to trading. Bye-bye now.